The Santa Cruz Watershed has been my home for 26 years. It is a uniquely beautiful area, and walking through its many environments has been an incredible lifetime experience. The people are wonderful. The wildlife is incredible. Encounters with birds and the many four-leggeds are a highlight of my life, with an amazing highlight being an encounter with Mexican gray wolves. This watershed is in need of not only protection, but also restoration efforts to optimize its value to all of the life forms who inhabit here. We are faced with multiple challenges, including climate crisis reality, increased population, increased agricultural and ranching activity, and increased proposed mining activity. The Sonoita Creek watershed is defined by the Patagonia and Santa Rita mountain ranges on the north and south, and the unincorporated area of Sonoita on the west, running through the town of Patagonia and Lake Patagonia to join the Santa Cruz River near Rio Rico. The origin of the name Sonoita is the local Hohokam tribal word Sonortak, which is best translated as spring field. The Sonoita Creek watershed has unique geological features, 6 biomes with a great diversity of plant and animal species and vast natural beauty. There are over 300 species of birds, 600 species of native bees, 300 types of butterflies and moths, and more than 100 federal threatened, endangered, and sensitive species. It is a cultural crossroads with archaeological evidence of To'ona O'odham and Paskayaki presence, a Spanish colonial past, and a history of mining during the 1860 to 1960 period, and a long history of ranching that continues today. The watershed will experience increased commercial activities, including significant proposed 21st century industrialized mining activity. The Town of Patagonia Flood and Flow Committee advises the Town of Patagonia on water issues within the jurisdiction of the town government, looks at the watershed area to influence upstream conditions and to minimize negative downstream consequences, and informs the public about watershed activities. The committee includes representatives from environmental nonprofit organizations, Borderlands Restoration Network, Deep Dirt Farm Institute, Friends of Sonoita Creek, Patagonia Area Resource Alliance, the Nature Conservancy Sonoita Creek Preserve, and Tucson Audubon Patent Center. The Forest Service has designated the sub-watershed areas of Upper Sonoita, Middle Sonoita, Red Rock, Harshaw, and Temporal as an official Forest Service municipal watershed for the town of Patagonia. The Flood and Flow Committee is working with the U.S. Forest Service to understand ongoing remediation of historical mine areas and also to draft watershed restoration action plans. The Flood and Flow Committee has created a database of water quality reports from multiple sources and has drafted a watershed management plan phase 1. There is a pending grant application for assistance in establishing a formal watershed management group under the guidance of Friends of Sonoita Creek, Borderlands Restoration Network, and Tucson Audubon. While there are many studies needing to be accomplished, a recent graduate student study included quite a few recommendations. I am not going to read all of these recommendations, but it is important to know that this watershed is inhabited by people who care deeply about its health, are gathering existing data, and identifying needed data. The Sonoita Creek watershed is lacking in long-term research and data that is essential to determining the present and future ramifications of demands on its most precious resource, water. Thank you for listening to this presentation, and thank you for being part of the solution.